It's been a rough couple of months for the people affected by Typhoon Sendong in Mindanao, Philippines. Homes were washed away, schools destroyed, and lives flipped upside down as the typhoon struck, swelling the island's rivers beyond their banks and forcing more than 400,000 from their homes. But 2 months after Sendong, it's not all doom and gloom, and there is a sense of hope in the air, visible in the smiles of the children child rights NGO Plan International met on a recent visit to the island. New houses are being built, and organisations like Plan are supporting children and their families forced from their homes to help them get their lives back together. But so much of Plan's work and the work of other NGOs is dependent on funding. Plan has so far raised $1 million after appealing for $1.5 million to support affected communities. But a global appeal by the UN and other aid agencies has only received $9 million, $30 million short of its target. At this relocation centre in Cagayan de Oro City, 60 families are living in 30 tents provided by Plan, Irish Aid and the EU Emergency Aid Agency. They'll be here for at least 6 months while the local government figures out where to relocate them. Among them is Lirio Peace, who saw her house washed away and only managed to survive by holding onto tree branches before being hoisted from the water by passing villagers. Lirio and her husband told us that they want to get back to work now to provide for their family, but with no home and barely any possessions left, it's no easy task. They want to move on, and so do all the children and families displaced in camps around the island.
I don't know where I get money. I don't know everything. I don't know what.
In Iligan City, it's much the same at this camp, where 62 families live. Many people spend their days sitting around, wondering when they'll get their lives back. Jimmy Olarita told us he's been working on a short-term cash for work program implemented by Plan, but with an ailing mother and heavily pregnant wife about to give birth at the camp, he can't go to work every day. He wants to move on, but is struggling to make ends meet for his family. These children here are being helped to move on through psychosocial support sessions that Plan is running to help them come to terms with what's happened. The girls and boys sing songs, play games, and draw pictures that can be analysed by experts to see which children are suffering the most stress.
Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hide
Nearby, teacher Mindaya Sarit tells us how the school she taught at was levelled by raging water that carried logs and other debris from upriver. The school buildings are completely gone, and lessons now have to be given in makeshift classrooms fashioned out of tents. Part of Plan's response to Sendong has been through the setting up of temporary learning centres as well as child-friendly spaces. Students from this school in Iligan that Plan supports are having their lessons in the gym of another school, but they still don't have all the right school books after most of their materials were destroyed in the floods. They want their old school back, and they say they struggle to concentrate in these chaotic conditions. It's not going to be easy to help these people regain some semblance of normality in their lives, but with your continued support, we can all make a difference and make sure the people affected by Sendong know we haven't forgotten about them.